Really? Okay. Well, you get to listen to me huff and puff. Of course, I took a little bit of a break and slow down a little bit. I keep hearing, hey, didn't come all this way just to turn around and go back. And I'm like, nope, you're correct. Because my affirmation, my prayer has been, take me all the way, Creator, take me all the way. None of this half-ass bullshit. Take me all the way. So, yep. Keep going, Chief. And so, very interesting what our topic unfolded to be for this upcoming week. Don't stop in front of me. Unless I stop. Thank you. So, we go from the stories we tell ourselves to spring cleaning your spring cleaning. Basically, your mind and body. Spring cleaning your mind and body. Well, hell yeah. That's what this Lion Gate's all about. That's what stepping in is all about. Going, okay, how has this first half year gone? Thanks for the tug there, Chief. How is this first year gone? First half of the year. Are you on track with your intentions? The whole, we had the snake year and now we're moving into the horse. Come on, keep going. Thank you. And coming into the horse. And so, we've taken a look at all of this stuff, right? Peeled a bunch of shit away. Got ready to launch into the horse year. This is what I'm going to do. This is the direction I'm headed. And then, this first half of the year, well, are you doing what you said you wanted to do? Are you on the right track? Which bags have you continued to carry? What are you setting down? And where's the primary focus? And what stories have you been telling yourself? What stories are you repeating? What stories have you let go of? What's the new story you choose to create? And now, okay, let's do some spring cleaning of the mind and body. We're still going up. How far is 712 feet up? Or was it 722? Gotta be getting close to the top here soon. So, I know some of the stories I'd been telling myself. I had a trio of them. Let's wait right here. Scoot over. Over. Good, Chief. Come on. Namaste. Okay, let's keep going. And so, had a trio of them pull up next to me. 3 motorcycles. They had cuts on. Didn't seem to be labeled to nobody. Just free agent vests. Thought, well, there, that's sweet. That story that I would never do anything beyond a iron pony. I'd always be in an iron pony. Yeah, well, I'm in Hoopsie now. And very, very grateful for Hoopsie. Oh, I still got the heart for an iron pony, though. I mean, I grew up with iron ponies. So, we have that story. There was the story of I would never own anything anymore, right? So what do? I had that beautiful temptation, that beautiful kind of a dream or a vision of creating a golden sanctuary. And yes, and yet being peaceful, dignified, and free. And so it's going to be an interesting week of unpacking those, doing some spring cleaning. And I know part of that for me has been, I love stopping into host homes and meeting people and so forth. And I've chosen to, hang on, gotta pause. And so, there's a lot of stories I have told myself and thought I would head towards, and this is what we're gonna do, and then there's always the left turns. So yeah, we've reached the top here. There's the chief. And so, yeah. Fuck you. And so, now we get to go down. It's a little bit slower, Chief, at least for me. Okay? Gotta have sure footing. Sure footing with these moccasins. So, oh, we did it. So, there is this going into host homes and notice how certain things begin to relax a little bit here, relax a little bit there. Our modern type of living has really made us, tends to make us lazy as people unless you really start building that discipline and so forth, and really holding to it. There's no pulling when we're going down like this, Chief, okay? Thank you kindly. So it felt so freaking, I love my dad, don't get me wrong. I absolutely adore Kathleen, but the air conditioning was getting to me. Some of my food choices, just because it's easy, it's there, and different things like that. But And then some of that irritation of, like I said, don't get me wrong, I love my dad, but some of the comments and things that he would make. I remember him making a comment, see how I get gaslighted all the time? And it wasn't a gaslighting. That was not what Kathleen's intention was. This way, Chief. Thank you. That's definitely not what it was about. And there were times where, I knew some of the comments Dad was going to make. I'm quite and well aware of it. This is what works for me. And then to get that sneering laugh, giggle, and gaslighting. I'm like, whoa. And so, but knowing that that's what it is, you can just kind of breathe through it and let it slide. Because if you are, at least for me, when I am secure in what I know works for me in this particular body with this particular configuration of characteristics, we call it ego. And I recall someone sharing that animals don't have egos. Well, hell yeah, they have an ego. Otherwise, they would just be spirit. Just, they'd be spirits. They wouldn't be in the physical body. Even a tree has an ego. Every glass of braid has its own ego. This is what it was created to be. In this spot, type of thing. Even birds. Jackie, she has her own personality. Shadow, he has his own personality. These kinds of things. So, for the ego or the lion that I am to be, if I am secure in that and I know what works for me and the reasons that I'm doing certain things, hey, you can snide, sneer, laugh, gaslight it, brush it off, all you freaking want. It is what it is. And so, yeah. And when I shared it in the way that I had shared it, and making the statement that I was making, the sneering, the laughing, the respect came in. And I'm like, whoa, okay, well, thank you, Spirit, right? Very, very grateful for how far you could say I have come. New enlightenment. Well, bring it on, Spirit, bring it on. It's beautiful in the stone. And so, easy, Chief. So I got to be with that. And oh my gosh, Chief and I slept so good. Woke up and seeing the stars and oh, so nice. And the promise of, or the inkling to, possibly see a bear. I didn't see him last night. And then this, oh my God, that feeling of complete freedom again. I am free. I am free. And maybe adhering to the promise with myself of not owning any land or thing. You know, I have my turtle shell, I have my chief, and I can fall in love with any place and every place that I tend to arrive at. It's like, oh yeah, I could do this. Oh yeah, I could do that. Oh yeah, wouldn't this be great? And yet, as chief, you know, hey, well, let's try a different direction. Let's try going a different route. Let's try a different trail. Let's go on this adventure. Where are you taking me now? And the freedom in that. So, I don't know. I really love my mobile gypsy spirit. And yet, there's this promise of a golden sanctuary. There was this promise that I would return to India. There was this promise I would return to Costa Rica. There was this promise that I would do the Pan America Highway all the way down into the south. There was this promise, you know, all these things. And yes, those are stories that I have told myself. But are they stories that I am to live out? Maybe. Maybe not. And so, yeah, the spring cleaning begins. And maybe it'll be all of the above. And I'm seeing that picture in my mind right now. As soon as I finish the one thing which I heard so clearly this morning, I want to tell my own story. I don't want someone else pulling things up and out and sharing a story that could possibly turn out to be she's an evil woman, as a story that was told, you know, someone else told her story, and through the tellings of the story, they got shifted and changed, and maybe there were some parts in there that were true. But somehow, this beautiful magic woman became an evil one. So that is not the story. Oh, we'll stand right here, sir.
Okay.
He's used to this.
Good morning.
Wait, Chief. Okay. Good, Chief. Take a chill. Remember, we're still... Oh, look at you. Aren't you cute? Yeah, you are. And then there's the, well, why do I need to bother telling my story when I am living it? Oh, we could unpack so many perspectives, huh, Chief? But for this moment, we're going to continue to move on here, and I'm turning this thing off. Hey, hey.